In this video, we're going to overview the Bible reading plan. Let's begin by going to the main menu and clicking Documents. At the left in the menu, locate Reading Plan and click it. You will be presented with three options. Choose a predefined reading plan, generate a reading plan, and custom reading plan. Let's begin with the first option by clicking on Choose a predefined reading plan. The predefined reading plan window has opened. However, there's a lot more that can be seen if we maximize the window. Therefore, go to the top right of the box and click the Maximize button, as seen here. Logos has added more reading plans with Logos 6. You can see some of those predefined plans here. I'm going to use the vertical scroll bar at the right to scroll down so we can see more of the predefined plans. As we scroll down, not only can you see more plans, but if you notice, the time of the plan increases. The first few plans were 5 days. Now we're seeing 10 to 14 days. Let's scroll down and see the last remaining of the predefined plans. And here are the remaining predefined plans. And as you can see, we're jumping from 10 to 21 to 30 days to even a whole year. Plus some specialized ones like the Bible Story in 30 Days or Robert Murray McShane's 1-year reading plan. Now at the top right, there is Find a Plan. Let's go ahead and click in that box. Now I have typed in love in the find box, and you'll notice that the only plan that has the word love in it is the plan 21 Days on Love. So use the find box to quickly locate a predefined reading plan. Now to see all our predefined plans, we need to clear out the find box. You can do that by clicking on the white X in the circle here, located at the right. Let's locate in the list 7 Days on Forgiveness. You may need to scroll back up to locate this one. Now once you click the predefined reading plan, you'll notice at the top, as I've highlighted, the criteria has now changed to 7 Days on Forgiveness. Notice the other additional options you have. You can choose your preferred Bible, when you want to start reading, and how often, and you can even share the reading plan with others. Let's go ahead and click on 7 Days on Forgiveness. Notice that this list comprises of all the predefined plans as well. So there's two different ways to change your reading plans. Let's next choose our preferred Bible by clicking here on the New American Standard 1995 edition. The library browser window has opened, allowing us to pick any resource from our Logos library. Now let's go over to the right and click on this View option here. So at the right, I'm currently checked as Tiled View. Let's change this to Details View by clicking here. We are now in the Details View. Let's go ahead and click in the Find box and locate a specific book. In the Find box, type in KJV for King James Version, and then in the list below, locate Authorized Version and click on the title to open this resource. Let's go ahead and choose the reading interval every day located here. A menu has appeared giving you various options by which you can choose to complete this reading plan. Now you will notice under the category Each, I have checked Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can select any combination based on what you're comfortable with to complete your reading. Let's go ahead and select Each next. Now that Each is selected, whatever boxes are selected below, in this case Monday, Wednesday, Friday, that will become the days that we will read this reading plan. So let's leave Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and let's click on the option Today as seen here. A calendar has now appeared. Notice that the number 3 is highlighted in orange. That signifies today's date, January 3rd. I'm going to choose January 5th as the starting date for my reading plan. The last option to choose is By Myself. Go ahead and click that option. Now a menu will appear giving you several choices. The first choice is By Myself, and that's the default. The remaining choices are the list of faith life groups that I'm associated with. The power of this feature is that if I want to share this reading plan with a group of believers, I can do that by selecting one of these faith life groups. So if you have not signed up for Faith Life, or you're a member of Faith Life but are not part of any groups, then you will not see any other associations. I'm going to leave the default, so I'm going to click By Myself. Okay, now that seemed like a lot of work just to set up a simple reading plan, but it shows you the capabilities and the various options that you have. Now to kick off the plan, we need to go over to the far right and click the Start button. Now the first day of the reading plan is listed. We get a checkbox, we get a basic summary phrase, and then we get the cross-references. I'm going to flip my mouse over the first reference, Leviticus chapter 4, 1 through 35. A pop-up has appeared with the few introductory passages. Since this is a long passage, we're only going to see the first few verses. Now let's go ahead and click on Leviticus 4, 1 through 35 to see this passage in our Bible. Our Bible has opened up to the very beginning of the passage. Notice the information at the top telling us that this is where our reading starts. Now I'm going to page down to the end of the passage. Here we are informed with a keep reading message. Notice that we now can click on Hebrews 9:22 to take us to that part of the reading plan. So let's go ahead and click on Hebrews 9:22. Now at the beginning of Hebrews 9:22 we have the information message, start reading. And then after that we have the stop reading message. Go ahead and click on Mark Read. After you click Mark Read, Logos will automatically take you to the next passage to be read in your reading plan. And that's why we're here at Exodus 34, 6 through 7. Let's go ahead and switch back to our reading plan. Now that we have returned to our reading plan, notice that the reading Forgiveness under the Mosaic Covenant has a check to signify that we have completed this portion of the reading plan. Now over at the top right, you'll notice 3 ways that we can view our reading plans. Overview, which is in black, which means that's our current view. We then have calendar and we have list. Let's click on the calendar view. In the calendar view, we can see this month's calendar and the days that we need to read and the verses associated with those days. By the way, you can float your mouse over those verses and even click those passages and it will take you to the Bible for reading. Now if you notice at the top, there is an option to export to Outlook for PC or export to iCalendar for Macs. Now let's go back to the top right and click on the view labeled List. The list view is my favorite view because I can see all the days of the plan. Plus it shows me my progress. The check, again, showing us what has been read. The checkbox showing the next portion of the plan to be read. And then we have the remaining parts of the plan that have not been read. Let's go ahead and click on the resource panel here at the top left. Let's choose from the menu Print Export. As you can see, we can print out the complete reading plan. This can be real handy if you just want to do some Bible reading outside of Logos. Let's go ahead and close this window by clicking on the X in the upper right hand corner. Let's explore the export feature by clicking here on Export to Outlook for the PC or Export to iCal for the Mac. What I like about this feature is the specificity by which you can set up your calendar for reading. Notice that we have a start time and end time. We can ask to have a reminder, and we can show the time as free or busy. So once you make your options, go ahead and press Export. If you receive a warning message such as this one, go ahead and click Allow. If you have Outlook or iCalendar, these applications will open up so you can view your reading plan. So if you are an Outlook or an iCalendar person with lots of appointments, this is a wonderful way to stay on track with your reading plan. It should be noted that if your smartphone is syncing up with Outlook or iCalendar, then your reading plan will also appear on your iPhone. And again, another wonderful reminder to help you. Also, if you have Logos Bible software for your iPhone or Droid, there's no need to sync up with Outlook or iCal, because once Logos Bible software syncs up with your Mac or PC application, the reading plan will be inside the Logos app. The one advantage of iCal and Outlook with the smartphone is that those pop-ups do show up in your phone as a reminder. The reminders in the Logos Bible software mobile app will not appear until you open up the mobile app. I'm going to go ahead and double-click one of these occurrences here on Monday, January 5th. A message box will appear asking you if you want to change just this one or the entire series. I'm going to leave the default just this one and click OK. Now if we look at the information that's been placed in our calendar schedule, we can see the subject has the verses, the start time, and we actually have a link to the Bible passages in the message section. Let's go ahead and click on Leviticus 4, 1 through 35 link as seen here. Once again, a security message may appear. Go ahead and click Yes to continue. Please notice that that link opened up Logos, opened up the authorized version, and took us right to our passage, Leviticus 4, 1 through 35. This kind of integration between Outlook, iCal, and Logos only makes it easier for you to keep up with your reading plan. Let's go ahead and click here on Exodus chapter 34, 6 through 7. Notice once again our Bible relocates to the start of our reading plan. So recognize that even the Bible passages in the reading plan will link you back to your Bible. Now let me show you one other way to get access to your Bible reading plan without having to actually open the reading plan. Let's go up to the main menu and click on the home icon. As mentioned earlier, just like the prayer list, the reading plan also shows up in the home page. So I'm going to scroll down to the Today's Reading section. Here we can see our 7 Days on Forgiveness reading plan. This is again a wonderful way to keep up with your reading by simply coming here first. Now to close the home page and return to where we were before, simply click on the home page button here once again. Now another way to access your reading plan is to go back to the Documents menu. So let's click on Documents as seen here. Now currently my documents are sorted by type, and you can tell this by looking at the column labeled Type, and you'll see the triangle. And again, this is the recommended view because you now can see all the categories of the documents. The first one being in list, bibliography, etc. Let's go ahead and click on Reading Plan to expand this section. And here is our reading plan, 7 Days on Forgiveness, listed first. Let's go ahead and close this section by clicking on Reading Plan once again. Our reading plan section is closed. Now let's open up a new reading plan by clicking here on Reading Plan again. Let's now explore the second option, Generate a Reading Plan. Now in this window, you'll notice there's no predefined reading plans. Instead, you jump right into a Bible reading plan. Keep in mind though, you don't have to just do a Bible. You can choose any book. So let's explore the options by clicking first here on All Passages. A list will appear showing you some of the recent passage selections you've chosen, and I'm going to scroll down to the Common Division section where you can also choose some passage list ranges. Here is the Common Division section, and this is great because it identifies frequently used sections like Old Testament, New Testament, poetic books, Paul's writings, etc. As I scroll down further, here are the remaining common divisions. I'm going to choose from the list Old and New Testament, Psalms, and Proverbs each session. You do the same. Now, if you look at our reading criteria, we can see the change has been made. Now, I'm not going to spend any more time on changing any of the other items. You can certainly do that for yourself. Once you're finished, let's go ahead and click the Start button. Our custom Bible reading plan has been created. Let's go ahead and maximize the window by clicking here on the Maximize button. Because we're in List View, we can see our whole plan. Notice over at the right, though, there is an Edit button. So if this reading plan doesn't quite fit what you're trying to do, click the Edit, change the criteria, and regenerate the plan by clicking Start. Now let's go ahead and close this window by clicking here on the X at the top right corner. In closing, the reading plan is a wonderful way to get you back on schedule to reading your Bible and key books in your library on a regular basis.